Can you hear me? Yeah. You want me to do the paid read today? Live. You hear that question?
I heard you, and we're live.
Could you answer me? Just nod your head or shake your head to be good.
Further before that, but that's a big thing. You know, we play on Thanksgiving every year. Our fans come every year, and we want to get a W for them.
Sure, preparing for a division team, a team that you know versus maybe a team that you don't want to play as well.
Sure, yeah, it can be. I would say if we were playing them for the second time this year, it can help. It's the first time, so there's some new things. You're still getting the first time of watching all their tape, so I don't know if being in division helps much. I guess we know their personnel pretty good. They do some of the similar stuff from last year, but there are some differences too that we got to be aware of.
You guys pretty good last year. Does that change at all the way you guys prepare for that this time?
I don't think it changed the way we prepare, but you know, you're aware of it. You know, they got the better of us twice really, and we were able to come back and win one at home. But you know, they played well against us, and that's a good group, and we got to be ready to go.
Going back to Thanksgiving, Dan was saying it affects his mood. He's a bear a little bit when they lose. Like, you seem pretty even keeled. Like, does it affect your Thanksgiving mood, like the wins or losses? Like, how's the holidays been for you last year?
Yeah, it sucks when we lose. Certainly affects my mood, and I don't like being grumpy around family. You know, no one does, but you want to get this W. You want to win this game and be able to enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner with your family, and it'll be my first time experiencing that here, and I want to do that.
Yo, the lies so that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, hands open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like lots of sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes wet. Focus on the mental, never lose like a smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. Choose what I get to, never lose smooth on the move, but it's simple. Never give up and we running it, maybe. We just keep winning, we conquering daily. Envision that pay me, it's never this way. We indigenous, maybe we winning this crazy. Your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity.
Yeah. Welcome all, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lion Villain Report with your host. It's your boy, Russell Wayne, and we're broadcasting live into the Lion Villain Squad Facebook page right there with approaching 60,000 villains. Thank you to everybody that is liking, commenting, and subscribing to the Lions. Why have billions when we can have thousands? Yes, we're broadcasting live into Joe Chap's Twitter, along with his Facebook page, the Detroit Lions News Podcast, along with the JC Sports Network on YouTube. And the Villain Squad is on YouTube at Lions Villain Squad. Thank you very much to those who are subscribing to the Lion Villain Squad YouTube page. This episode is brought to you by Full Circle Realty, Agent Dana Robinson. If you are looking or are buying or selling a home anywhere in the state of Michigan, call Dana today. If you want someone who works for you, if you want someone who will never give up, Dana Robinson should be your realtor. Call Dana today at Full Circle Realty. That's 810-422-3328. That is 810-422-3328. She can't wait to get working for you. And welcome one, welcome all to this lock pick, this special Thanksgiving edition for the Villain Squad. So here we go. Actually, I should have done the other thing over that, Mike. Before I introduce you, I should have said, yeah. Brought to you by Full Circle Realty. Agent Donna Robinson. If you are buying or selling a home anywhere in the state of Michigan, call Dana today. If you want someone who works for you, if you want someone who will never give up, Dana Robinson should be your realtor. Call Dana today at Full Circle Realty at 810-422-3328. That's 810-422-3328. She can't wait to get working for you. Sounds way better with the music over top of it, don't you think? Yeah.
I'm beatboxing in the background.
You like that?
I'm beatboxing to it.
You're beat-bopping in the background. But let's introduce Main Event Mike, Emmy-nominated Main Event Mike. Welcome to the program. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Now, I know that what you asked me right beforehand, I was like, I got this. I can do the sponsorship. I can do the reads. I can read, Mike. I found out all of those rumors about Lions fans being too dumb that they can't read, according to Bear fans. And I don't know where they're coming from. But anyway, I just proved them wrong because I read it, Mike.
Right. You did read it in the wrong place, but that's okay. You did a great job.
Oh, anyway, it's the week 13. It's the lock picks. And here we are. We got a big game today. So I'm actually going to be doing kind of like a double show, Mike. So when we're done doing this, I'm going to do a pregame, and you're more than welcome to be on here if you want to, if that's your fancy, or if you got to get to cooking, because I know that you're the cook in the family. I get that too. But are you ready to pick these games?
I am. Prediction Thursday. I'm
I'll
ready
move you
for
over
it.
here. You take the lead on there.
Last week, Russell lost his lock pick. That puts him at 7-5 for the year on the lock picks. I hit my lock pick. Excuse me, you hit your lock pick, Russ. That makes you 7-5 for the year. I hit my lock pick 6-6 for the year. I did win the week last week, though, for the first time ever, by virtue of the Baltimore Ravens beating the Chargers by more than 3 points. So I did take a week from the Swami. Makes me feel really good. Makes me feel like a winner. So many streaks being smashed this year. Lions beat the Seahawks and they beat the Cowboys. Today they're going to beat the Bears. We're going to end all those streaks. And Main Event Mike gets off the schneid as well, out picking Russell Wayne last week. So let's not waste any time. We got 3 games on the slate for today. It is the Chicago Bears at your Detroit Lions, minus 9.5 points. That's the first game on the slate today. It's a 12:30 kickoff on CBS Paramount Plus. This line was 10.5 at the beginning of the week, and it has moved down to 9.5 now, which means all the Sharks. So in case you guys don't know, early betting is always done by the Sharks, by the heavy hitters. They always get in early before the line changes. They either jump under or over, knowing which way the line is going to go. And this line went down from 10.5 to 9.5, which means the heavy hitters were taking the Bears and the points. It has now moved down to 9.5. I am going to run with the heavy hitters. I'm going to take the Bears in 9.5. I think the Lions win by a touchdown, at least 24-17 is my score prediction. I got the Bears plus 9.5 on this one.
Man, this changes things for me, Mike. And not in just the spirit of picking against you, just because we have fun doing that. But This it was 10.5 yesterday. From what I can remember, it was 10.5, and that 10 points made a big difference to me because I think the Lions are going to win by 10 points. So I'm going to take the Lions minus 9.5 on this by the skin of my ass.
By a half a point. I like it. So there you go. We are split on the first pick. Put it in the comments. We want to hear your predictions for the games today as well. Another game on the docket is the New York Giants, another divisional game. New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys minus 3.5. So here we see the Cowboys in free fall. Come off a big win against Washington last week. And now the line is 3.5. Tommy DeVito actually hurt his arm in the last game. He's questionable to play in this game. I just don't know. I don't like either of these teams. They both stink. Who's going to stink the most? I'll take the home team. I'll take Dallas minus 3.5.
We're going to have to agree on that, and it's more just because the Giants are going through something. You got Malik Neighbors publicly calling out people and stuff like that. They're not running things well over there, and I know that, at least you got CeeDee Lamb, you got some superstars, you got Micah Parsons back. I don't know about the rest of their defensive line, but the Giants seem like a little more of a mess. So I'll take the Cowboys minus 3.5.
Yep, the Cowboys without Trayvon Diggs too. That should be noted. In the chat here, Chada says Cowgirls 6, Giants 3. Well, if you're right on that one, Chada, that means the Giants will cover the spread. So there you go. Paul Jones says he likes the Lions by 4, which means the Bears would cover the spread. Thanks to everybody putting their comments in. Last game on the docket tonight is at 8:20. It's the Miami Dolphins at Green Bay minus 3.5. This one is so hard to pick. Miami is terrible in the cold weather, historically and recently. This one's so hard to pick. If that spread were 3, I would take Miami. Excuse me, I would take Green Bay if that spread were 3, but it's 3.5. That extra half a point, I think I'm going to take the Dolphins. They've won 3 in a row. 2 is back. That offense is high powered, and Green Bay's a little banged up. Jair Alexander questionable for the game. So Jalen Waddle, OBJ, Tyreek Hill, Raheem Mostert, they got a lot of firepower. I think they can at least keep this game close. I'm going to take Miami by virtue of that half a point.
All right, so we're going to go against each other on this. I think that you're crazy on that. The Green Bay Packers forced turnovers, and Miami being historically bad in cold weather, I expect them to turn the ball over. I expect Green Bay to win this game going away because this division is the best division in football, and I think they win by 7+ points. So give me Green Bay. Give me the minus 3.5.
Oh, it's a good pick. 2 out of 3 on Thursday night. Russ and I split. Moving into the Sunday games now, big divisional game. Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs, minus 13. Aiden O'Connell will start for the Raiders. Gardner Minshew with a broken collarbone. The Charles Rogers glass collarbone injury. So this is going to be tough. But you know what? The Raiders rallied around Aiden O'Connell last year. I think the kid's got a lot of moxie. He's a guy that Brad Holmes brought in for a personal visit. They met with him at the Combine. It's a guy they were going to draft in the 4th round. I like Aiden O'Connell. He's coming off of a thumb injury. Man, 13's a lot. Kansas City's been sputtering. Will this be the game they get it right? Well, they are at home. I'm still going to take the Raiders.
Yep, I know that's your AFC team right there, the Raiders. In the back of your mind, you're like you just want them to bust out a little bit right there, and it's just too many points, man. I mean, we've been through this 100 times. We're gonna agree on this one. I'm gonna take the Raiders and the points because even if Kansas City squeaks another one out, it's still not gonna be 13 points. I think the Raiders have a chance to win this game just because it's the divisional thing. For some reason, Kansas City just like the kryptonite to their season. They always lose to the Raiders.
Yeah, and look at that money line on the Raiders.
Yeah, 525. Yeah. I mean, take the money line down to 7 points on that, and you would probably get a plus money line.
The problem is the Raiders can't run the ball. and they don't have a lot of wide receivers, any good weapons out there. They have a rookie tight end in Brock Bowers who looks like the real deal. But outside of that, who do they have? Jacoby Myers? Ugh, I hate this bet.
You got
I do
Brock
hate
Bowers. You got
I do
Brock
hate it.
Bowers. And what is every struggling quarterback's best friend?
Right. Is a
A
tight
tight
end.
end. And Brock Bowers looks like that guy,
I hate this game. I hate this pick. But you know what? Kansas City could barely beat Carolina last week. So 13 is just too many for me. I'm taking the Raiders. So is Russell Wayne. Moving on. Houston Texans, a divisional game at Jacksonville Jaguars, +3.5. I don't even think this is close. Houston wins this one going away. I can't even understand why the spread is only 3.5. I'm going to take the Houston Texans in a landslide here.
This one scares me because if you look at the money line on it, it's only +154 for the Jaguars to win. So I don't know what they're thinking on this. Is this going to be like the coming out game of Mac Jones? No. Houston by 100. Give me Houston -3.5.
We agree on that. Put it in the comments. We want to know what you think as well. Tennessee Titans at the Washington Commanders is up next. Man, what is it? Tennessee, this is the streakiest team in the NFL. They can't get a win. They get one last week. They're up 17-0 in the first week of the season against the Bears and lose the game. Will Levis is just an up-and-down guy. But you know what? Washington's hitting a slump now. They played nothing but powder puffs, and when they play a good team, Washington seems to lose. This is a tough one, man. I'm going to go ahead and take Tennessee and the points, though.
Oh my gosh,
That's a tough one, isn't it? That's why I'm just going to give me 5.5 and hope that it's a 4-point victory for the Commanders and I win.
It's like Tennessee is like one of those teams. They've lost a lot of their games and they got dump trucked by us, but like they usually have a pretty good defense, and they play it pretty tough, and I think it's going to be closer than that. I hate Tennessee. Like, I don't want to say I'm taking Tennessee plus points. I don't want to say it out loud. So I'm going to take the Commanders -5.5. I can't say it out loud, Mike. I don't believe in the team.
And this next one, I'm going to let you pick, Russ.
Okay.
Arizona Cardinals at the Minnesota Vikings -3. I still don't know where I'm at on this game when I was looking at it beforehand. Arizona Cardinals, they can beat the best teams in the league, and then they get beat by the worst teams in the league. It's just so hard to predict with them. And at some point, I feel like Sam Darnold is going to fall. At some point, he's going to topple over. Minnesota's been having a powder puff schedule. Powder puff. I mean, they've got a slew of bad teams on their schedule and on their record with only 2 losses. I'm going to take Arizona here on the road because I'm not real smart.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This one's a tough one too, because I might think that Minnesota's going to win the game by 2. Like that they're going to come in with that kid with the kick and win that game, and that would still put me at a loss because I don't want to give up that many points. Yeah, give me the Cardinals +3.5. It's just
Russ and I agree on this one. I said I was gonna let you pick this one first, and then as I did my monologue, I talked myself into the Cardinals. So
yeah, it's kind of same thing happened to me. I was just like, yeah, man, this is going to be really, really good. Yeah, okay, it's going to be a good game, and you're giving me 3.5. Okay.
I don't need to explain anything on this next one. Seattle at the Jets +2.5. The Jets are at home. They're an absolute dumpster fire. Aaron Rodgers has turned into a cancer wherever he goes, it seems. I'm taking Seattle because I can't bet on the Jets ever again.
Yeah, Seattle -2.5 for me too. Next.
Yeah, I love that. I love that the Jets are so bad we don't even want to spend any time on it. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Karen.
We need a monologue on why they're bad. We can watch it with our eyes.
Yeah, they fail the eye test. Next one is a big divisional game. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Look, if this game were in Pittsburgh, it'd be Pittsburgh -3, but it's in Cincy -3. I just don't see the Bengals having anything. The Pittsburgh Steelers are trying to win this division. They know it's their best shot. If they go in as the wild card, they'll probably lose again on the road. They need to win this division and get a first-round playoff game. I'm going with Pittsburgh. I think they pull out all the stops. Russ is starting to cook now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. This is one of those, and I may make this my lock pick. This one stands out to me. Like I look at this and it just seems off. Is it because it's in? It's in?
Absolutely, a division game. The home team is favored by 3. Usually, the records don't even matter.
Okay, Pittsburgh's going to win the game, so give me Pittsburgh. I'll take the points. I mean,
right,
as a thing, but Pittsburgh's going to win the game.
The money line there to Pittsburgh to win 136. That's plus money, folks. That's good. I like that bet too.
I would take that one. I mean, even if you lose, some of these are like the points. Like when you give somebody 13 points when it comes to betting, I would bet that almost every single time in a bet. And honestly, if I didn't believe in it and I thought this person would cover, I wouldn't bet it. Like I wouldn't even touch it. But when it comes to take the points, because this is the NFL, take the points because it looks like that. Those things stand out, and you're going to win more than you're going to lose under that. And then division games, that's the other thing. In division games, they're usually 1 or 2 points. They're usually decided by a field goal at the end of the game. That's what division games do. So games like this, take the points, you know.
Next, Los Angeles Chargers at the Atlanta Falcons. +1. Atlanta getting a point at home. I think the Chargers are going to win this game for a couple of reasons. They can run the ball. Atlanta can't stop the run. They can throw the ball. Atlanta can't get pressure on the quarterback. We've been at the beginning of the year, we put Atlanta's defense way up there. We overestimated how good these guys were going to be based on Grady Jarrett and some of these other AJ Terrell, some of these other players they have on defense. But I think what we failed to notice in the preseason, Russell, was these are old players. Their defense is old, and they are looking terrible. Right now, they're losing games. They're still going to win their division. They're going to be the worst division champion in the NFL. I'm going to take the Chargers here because every time I bet against the Chargers, I've been getting burned by Harbaugh this year. I think this is an absolute winnable game. They can run the ball. They have a much better quarterback, Justin Herbert, than Kirk Cousins, I believe. They don't have as many weapons on the outside, but Atlanta's hungry for a win, so I wouldn't blame anyone who took Atlanta. Plus, you're getting a point, but I'm rolling with the Chargers. They just seem to be the better team this year.
Yeah, you know, gosh, man, we're agreeing a lot this week. So either both of us are just going to be killing it this week and get a whole bunch of wins, or we're going to be steering people the wrong way. But now, since Harbaugh's away from Michigan, I can love on him a little bit. I love his coaching style. I love the fact that they drafted a left tackle first, just like the Lions did, and you're building from the inside out. And he plays that grimy style where like you're just going to get hard yards. It's going to be good tackling, good fundamental football. They're going to have a run game going on there. Herbert's a pretty good quarterback. It's like they got the whole thing going on right there. And Harbaugh's got the culture. For some reason, he's so freaking goofy. How the hell people just love this guy, but for some reason he can go into a place culture-wise, whip it around real quick and turn them into a different style. They play with a different type of tenacity under Harbaugh. So yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers minus the 1 because I like this Chargers team, even though they don't have any fans. I'll be your fan. You guys are pretty good.
Got a lot of the villains out in the comments that are making their predictions. Thanks. Keep them coming, folks. We love seeing that. Next on the slate, the Indianapolis Colts at the Patriots +2.5. This is it, folks. This is where Indy starts their run after getting beat down by the Lions. Their schedule is so soft. They get the Patriots, the Giants, Jackson. I mean, they get nothing but powder puffs the rest of the way. They're sitting at 5-7. They absolutely can make the playoffs if they can win 5 of their last 7 games, and I think they will when I look at their schedule. And I think it starts today. I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts on the road and give up the points.
Damn. these Patriots seem to give people problems. I'm trying to decide in my mind if I can visualize Anthony Richardson kind of figuring it out, or because they play good defense. I got to give the Colts credit. Like even in it was a 24-6. The score makes it look like a beatdown, but it was just a slow, just kind of pulling yourself away from a team. But they didn't give up the entire game, and the Colts are really, really good like that. I'm talking myself into the Colts. I'm going to agree with you again. I wanted to pick against you, but I'm talking myself into the Colts because I just watched them play pretty damn good in that game. And they were a couple of bad throws and a couple of bad drops of being like in that game right there with us being, right in there. I don't know if they would have won the game, but they had a couple of very bad missed opportunities in that game.
Here's the Indianapolis Colts remaining schedule: at the Patriots, at the Broncos. Going into Denver is going to be tough for them, but that's a winnable game. But they need to beat this Patriots team to stay alive. At Patriots, at the Broncos, then they come home and they get Tennessee. Then they go at the Giants, and then they come back home for the Jaguars. Are you kidding me? What an easy schedule. They only need to win 5 of these schedules to probably lock up a playoff berth, and I think it starts today with the Patriots. They have to win this game. Indianapolis, Russ and I both taking the Colts. Next.
Nice.
Before we do that, let's let you know that this program is brought to you by Full Circle Realty, agent Dana Robinson. If you're buying or selling a home anywhere in the state of Michigan, call Dana today. If you want someone who works for you, if you want someone who never gives up, it's Dana Robinson. She should be your realtor. Call Dana today at Full Circle, 810-422-3328. 810-422-3328. Dana can't wait to get working for you. Next game up on the docket is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers, another divisional game. Carolina on the right side of getting right lately, but I think Tampa's coming. They're coming off a big win last week. I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this divisional game. I'm giving up the points on the road. I think Carolina has raised up a couple of notches the last couple of weeks, but they come crashing back down this week.
Does Tampa Bay have Mike Evans?
Yes, he's back.
He is back. The Carolina Panthers haven't really been that dumpster fire. I mean, they really got up for that Kansas City game, and teams can get better. This is a young team that could do something right there. I'll take the points and think that Carolina can play it closer than that. Give me Carolina and the points.
I like it, Russ, because you're getting the home team and you're getting 5.5. So,
right.
Hey, nothing wrong with
and
that.
The team's been playing good. I mean,
it's the NFL.
You like Tampa. I know that you like Baker Mayfield. I think he's got a lot of moxie and everything like that. So I don't mind that pick either.
Yeah, I think another thing that sways my decision when I was looking at these games earlier is this is a game. This is a team that Baker's got a chip on his shoulder over. He could have been the starter. He could have been doing the great things he's been doing in Tampa. He could have been doing them for Carolina, but they shipped him off. So I think he's definitely got a chip on his shoulder for this team, and I think he's going to run it up if he can. Next game on the docket is the Rams at the Saints. Rams really need this game. They need this game. New Orleans trying to crawl out of a big hole. They come back with a big win last week. I'm going to go ahead and take the Rams on the road and give up the points.
Yeah, I like that. You keep on picking my one. What I try to do is, because we want to have a little bit of parody on this show, is if you pick something, I try to talk myself out of it and go with the other side. But I like what Matt Stafford. I like this as an ascending team. They got a lot of young players that are this is the time of the season where the rookies really start to separate themselves and they start to figure it out and they start to move to the next level. They got a couple of nice rookies, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And, got their playmakers back with Matt Stafford in there. You got a good run game right there. I'm talking myself into it. LA Rams. Give me the Rams -2.5.
Right on. Paul likes the Bucks. Jonathan likes the Bucks. Jay Smooth, the Packer fan, says Saints. Whoa, there's one. He likes the Saints over the Rams. Chada likes the Rams. Paul says the Rams. Jay Smooth says happy Thanksgiving, Sarah. Sarah says happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
We
Two
got a
games
Sarah
left.
spotting.
Sarah, there's been a Sarah spotting.
A Sarah spotting. We have to shine a light on that she would come, and maybe it's just on Thanksgiving. I know that she still hates me.
You need to be thankful for even the people that you hate.
But
Philadelphia
she hasn't been here, and she doesn't know what type of things that we've been dropping on here. And honestly, you've been ghosting us, but you've been ghosting us talking really, really good about your team. As a matter of fact, we even have a couple of special slides for you guys and be like that. I was cheated. You know that the Rams dragged me down by my face mask. We should be 10-1 like you guys. I was cheated. Donald Schwarzenegger will not be cheated. I will lead Minneapolis. Get on my back. Come on. You can do it. Get to the chopper. We're going to the top. Ah! That was for you, Sarah, because I love
the next game on the docket is probably the game of the week, folks. This is a couple of heavyweights going at it, and this is going to be a real litmus test for the Philadelphia Eagles. We've been talking all week on these programs about how the Philadelphia Eagles look like they're the biggest challenge to the Lions for this NFC title. And this is going to be a good test because they go in to face one of the best teams in the league on the road. They got to play the Baltimore Ravens -3. I'm going to make you pick this one first, Russ. Whichever team you take, I'm going to take the other because this one could go either way. Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry meet, the two leading rushers in the NFL. This is going to be a smash mouth game featuring the two best running backs in the league.
Okay, I'm picking it.
I'm just going to take whatever you take. I'm going to take the other.
Oh, well, I'm going to take the Eagles in the points. I think the Eagles are going to dump truck this team. The Eagles are playing on a really special level right now, and they got young. You want to talk about young players ascending with each other? Those Georgia boys are starting to hit it, and we might see some Georgia boys go up against some Alabama boys in the NFC Championship game this year. I like the Ravens as an ascending, or not the Ravens, but the Eagles as an ascending team right here, especially with the points.
Yeah, and they are on the road. Ravens, though, they can keep the ball out of your hands, but that Philly defense has been playing good. So you've got Philly. I've got Baltimore. Only one game left on the docket. That's San Francisco at Buffalo. Another couple of heavyweights, even though San Francisco is kind of playing with one arm tied behind their back with all the injuries that they have. I'm not sure that Brock Purdy's going to play, but I expect he will. However, I expected he would last week, and he didn't. Remember, we got fooled by the line. Because of the line, we said, because that line is so small, Brock Purdy must be playing. Well, he didn't play, and the Niners lost. So I think the Niners are going to lose again, whether he plays or not. Buffalo's too strong. I'm done betting against Josh Allen forever. Give me the Buffalo Bills -7.
Oh, 8:20 game. Give me the San Francisco 49ers and the points.
You're taking the Niners.
I pulled a U on that. I can talk myself into the 49ers keeping it closer than 7.
Right. So there you go. That is all of the picks for this week. There's one game left on the docket. That's the Monday night game, Cleveland at Denver -5.5. We will make that prediction on the Monday night show. The Monday night show is called the Main Event Football Show, hosted by yours truly at 7 p.m. Eastern time. The Main Event Football Show. Be sure to tune in and give us your pick for that Monday night game, Cleveland at Denver. Thanks, everyone, for being here. I got a jet. I got a 23-pound turkey in the oven, and I got a bunch of sides to make, man. We got about 14 people coming for Thanksgiving this year. It's my favorite holiday. God bless you, Russell Wayne. God bless everyone and the villains, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Go Lions!
Go Lions! That's right. That's Main Event Mike.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
I love it. I love it. That's the Lock Picks. Thank you for everybody that is part of the Lock Picks. And we're going to move into I would call it the pregame right here. It isn't just going to be the Lock Picks. We're going to move it right into the pregame Bears versus Lions. Since they got this lion It's the king of the jungle. It's huge mane out there. They were lying under the tree in the middle of Africa. And he was so hot. He was so big. He didn't want to move. And the other little lions, they came over. They would start messing with him, nibbling at his ears, biting at his tails. And then the mama lion comes over, starts making trouble. And the other animals, they all notice this, and they start to move closer and closer. And then they eat the food that's in the lion's domain. And then they start to get closer and closer and bolder and bolder. And then one day, that lion gets up and tears the living shit out of everything, runs like the wind, eats everything in his path. Because every once in a while, the lion has to show the Vikings, the Packers, and the Bears who he is. And, oh man, I'm sorry that I pissed you off, Sarah. And I can apologize for whatever that is. And I really don't care what the reason is. It comes down to winning and losing and being here and here. And I don't accept excuses anymore. If we want to go to other places, this is a hard show. I have had plenty of crap that has been shoveled onto me, and I'm still here, and I understand. I never want to see anybody like get so mad that they go away, but I'm definitely not going to take it personally, and I won't allow anybody else to make it personal, because it isn't personal, and it's never been personal. It comes with the opinions of a football guy, and that's me, and I'm a Lions fan, so of course I'm going to have homeristic Lions point of views, just like you guys have Bears, Packers, and Viking homeristic point of views. But here's the cool thing now, Sarah. Here's the cool thing now, Bear Down Mike and Steve, is this is the reality now. Is I really do believe this. I made this graphic, I believe, when Sarah was still watching the show. And I believe that this is the best division in football. And now we are here in week 13. And I think it's been proven that it's the best division in football, because the Lions have never been 10-1 ever in the history, except in like 1930 or something like that. Something way before. They were wearing leather helmets back then. And we still only have a 1-game lead over the 9-2 Minnesota Vikings and a 2-game lead over the 8-3 Green Bay Packers. So the Lions don't have the division wrapped up. It's still a dogfight right in the middle. We still have head-to-head games, which Lions have 2 awesome road victories. You know, beating the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota is not an easy thing to do. That's one of the coolest stadiums. That's my favorite away stadium that I've been to yet, and that was during a loss. It was really cool to go to this Indianapolis stadium. I like the Indianapolis stadium, but we were even saying that when we were there. We were like, the Viking stadium was better. They had a better atmosphere. And shame on you, Colt fans. Like, how are you guys letting the Lions take over these stadiums? Like, this is, I mean, it's a cool thing for Lion fan, because if you're a Lion fan, it's pretty expensive to get a ticket in Ford Field right now. And the tickets for us to get some tickets for Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis was about half the price of Ford Field. So you can get cheaper tickets in the away stadiums. That's why we want to go and take over games. But I don't understand how a team does that. How do you sell your season ticket to a Lion fan? You know, if you're fanning like that, how do you sell that many tickets? I know it's StubHub just makes it available, but you have to make the ticket available, because you ain't going to see that at Lions games. I mean, we ain't selling our tickets because we want to see our team. So I don't get that. I don't get that. Chad says, God bless and happy Thanksgiving to all. Oh, yeah. James Houston is now a Brown. At least his pants were. Oh, my.
We're gonna buy the kneecap off. You like that? 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 You like that?
Jeremy, that one gets and I don't give this honor out very much. That gets the 11 Kirk Cousins salute. That might be the best comment ever. James Houston is now a Brown. At least his pants won't show when he sharts. I mean, it's going to blend right in right there. He could even be eating some of those burritos, you know, those ones from the gas station. And it won't.
We're gonna buy the kneecap off. You've had enough of that shit.
Oh my gosh, John. What's up, John? Knuckles for the first TD score. You got some money on that. Is that in a parlay for you? Bear stew for Thanksgiving appetizer. Jay Smooth, I hope that the Bears can pull off a miracle. All right. I love that we have the people. Yeah. James Houston is a dirty player. At least now he won't be able to show it in his sharts. Stop it, Russell. You're scaring me. Oh, Broski. Where's Broski? Witness protection. Yeah. Broski pops in every once in a while. It's okay. This is what happens, okay? You know, I'm not going to say Lion fans aren't immune to this either. I mean, I'm an exception to the rule, you know? I mean, I'm an exception because I'm going to be here no matter what, win or lose. I'll hear you. I mean, I'll take all the shoveling. I know they'll come out of the woodworks if the Lions lose a game, and they're going to lose a game. I really don't believe the Lions are going to finish 15-1. Mike says that he forgot his lock pick, and he said, "Give me Pittsburgh +3." I had another one in there. I did like that one. There was another one in there that I really liked that stood out to me. That was, where was that? I'll have to find that, Mike. That we didn't do the lock picks. You're right. No. And it might. I can't take the same lock pick as you. I'll have to do something different. Yeah. Oh, gosh. I don't know, man. I think that I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles +3 as my lock pick. Philadelphia Eagles +3. Let's talk about it. That's while I'm jumping in there, while I'm talking myself into it. Philadelphia is very good on both sides of the defensive line, and I think they can control the line of scrimmage. And I like Derrick Henry, but I think Barkley's better. I think Barkley's one of those special guys, and you have and that meet and a really, really good offensive line. I think their offensive line's better than Baltimore's, but that remains to be seen. We'll see. There's my lock pick. Looking in there, but back to it. Who's pumped for the Bears beatdown? Let's go, Lions.
You like that? You like that?
Season ticket holders on bad teams do it all the time. Hey, I think it's, I mean, do it up, man. Give people an opportunity, make some money on those tickets. But I mean, I think it's sad. I think it's sad. Yeah, I guess season ticket holders will do that. But I mean, I don't know. We took over. I mean, we took over the Packers Stadium, and that's just, I think that's just because they don't appreciate what they have. The Packers don't appreciate what they have. I can tell by their comments that they don't appreciate what they have, because they make fun of me for putting up a banner of winning the NFC North. Oh, we have so many titles. We can't even count them. We'll have to build another building for all of our titles. We can't put them all up. They're meaningless. Whatever titles. You see, and that just shows me somebody that it just doesn't appreciate, how hard it is to win a title. Even if it is just an NFC North title. And I would hope that people would appreciate that when they win. And I'm sure that the Lion fans will get complacent too if the team's really, really good for an extended period of time, like they've been good for the Packers and the Vikings. Vikings still have the most NFC North titles. Houston replaces Z. Houston just plays in a different style than we want. I don't think that Houston's good enough to be a linebacker for us, and he doesn't have the size to do what we do on defense. Houston's a smaller guy. I think he's like 240 pounds. He's built like a big linebacker. Jack linebacker, somebody that's specialty rushing the passer. I think that he can have success. I mean, it might be a perfect fit for him over there. Z does what we need him to do. And when Zadarius Smith is out there, and I know that there are some people that want Zadarius Smith to go out there and get 15 sacks or something like that. And he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. But this is the Lion Villain Report. I am live here every day, Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. going over Lion stuff today. This is a special day. Going a little bit over. And this show is brought to you by Full Circle Realty agent Dana Robinson. If you're buying or selling a home anywhere in the state of Michigan, call Dana today. If you want someone who works for you, or if you want someone who will never give up, Dana Robinson should be your realtor. Call Dana today at Full Circle Realty, 810-422-3328. That's 810-422-3328. She can't wait to get working for you. And this is one of the questions right here. Is at the end of the punishment for Brian Branch, because Brian Branch came out and he had said that he wasn't really worried about the fines. He wasn't really worried about the bigger consequences that came from the fines. And that was something I wanted to talk to. I mean, do you guys think that Brian Branch is a dirty player? I mean, or do you think that he might be starting to become the victim of, the referees going to be looking at him knowing that he is the type of player that's going to lay a big hit. So they're going to watch his hits a little bit more. So he's not concerned about the consequences of a fine. And I think that what he's really saying by that is that he's not going to change the way that he plays football. They're going to fine him, and he's going to continue to try to walk that line He's going to try to walk that line of, are you going to call penalty or not call penalty? But he wants to be the most physical safety that he can possibly be as an aggressive play style. So what do you think about that? Do you think that Brian Branch too aggressive? Would you like to see him back it down, or do you like him walking that line? Do you like him walking that line? I'm going to get up in here and get some of these comments right here. Thank you for everybody who commented on the lock picks and participated. I don't know if you're keeping track of your records for the year, but I appreciate the people that are on there for the picks on that. Jonathan said, I would not bet on that game with the Pats. Okay, I got to get past the Pats right there. Back, Jeremy B, I got to get your picks out there because you're here most every day. So my Turkey Day picks: Bears to cover, but not to win. Tie for the G-men, so they would cover. Lock starter, Green Bay over Miami. And that's probably what's going to happen. And I hate that, you know. I like us winning every week, just like I know that Viking fans, they're not happy when we win. You know, Packer fans, they're not happy when we win. They'll come in here and tell us congratulations, and they should, as we'll tell them congratulations. But it makes me cringe. It makes me cringe every time that I look up there and see, you know, the Packers dump truck the San Francisco 49ers. And here's the thing. Don't give me any excuses. I don't care if they were minus Brock Purdy. I don't care if they were playing the practice squad team. They got it done. But anyway, I'm talking about the Brian Branch right here. Anyway, go grit, never. All right. Some people get aggressive and dirty confused. Yeah, but the thing is the referees are confused right now. Because I don't think that he's a dirty player. I really don't. I don't think Brian Branch is a dirty player. But I do believe that he's towing that line. He's towing the line. He wants to be able to hit you as hard as he's allowed to hit you without getting a penalty, right up to the line of that, whatever that line may be. And he loves to just smash people. We got this Thursday game. Thursday, Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Thank you to those that are subscribing to the channel. And that's a couple different spots that you can do that. Got a YouTube channel. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel at Lions Villain Squad. And we're broadcasting live there every day. We're approaching 60,000 followers right there. Oh, I have billions. You can have thousands. The Lions Villain Squad, we're the UDFA of sports podcasting. Yeah. Yeah. We appreciate those who like, share, and comment. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Whoop, whoop. Happy Thanksgiving. All right. It's faith, family, and then football in that order. And that's why we love Thanksgiving right here. It's faith, family, and then football. We use football to spend time with our family. We don't let football use us. We use football to create memories. We don't let football use us. We don't let little things get to us over these football games because you can create some really, really good memories. There's nothing like a good winning football team. And we haven't got to experience it that much. And I'm telling Lion fan right now, you can hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Don't feel like you're, fanning too hard. Oh, you guys don't know how to act. You don't know how to handle a winner. Handling a winner is this. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Because whether the Lions win a Super Bowl or not, so what? People are going to make fun of you, whatever. But the thing is when you get extra football, when you get bonus football, I don't care what team you follow. That's fun. When you're playing in January, it's fun. And I'm not just talking week 18 when the other team pulls all their starters out. It's fun. And we got most people that are agreeing, hard, hit hard, grit, never. No, people aren't liking this. Harpozo, let's not get too over anxious over these hits. Y'all have a great Turkey Day. Brian Branch isn't dirty. More grit. How hard you can hit, fear him. He's towing the line. He's towing the line. He's not trying to hurt people. Even that 15-yard penalty he got last week. He's leading with the shoulder and the head. He's hitting with the shoulder and head, but he turned his body. You turn your body to the side, that shows me that you're not trying to lead with your head. Now, maybe it was a side head. He got him with part of the helmet. I get it. You call the 15-yard penalty. That don't make him dirty. It just means he wants to hit you hard. And the central scrutinizer makes a good point right here. That's the one that we were talking about. Can the Finns play in the cold is the big, right? And they haven't been able to play well in the cold. So they would be bucking some trends if that were to happen. Yeah. And I'm here with you here. I never said that. Football is an aggressive game unless they want they want to play flag football. And sometimes it feels like that. But it also feels like they're picking and choosing, which hard hits that they want to hit. Because there was a hit in that game where Jared Goff slid and the guy went at his head and it didn't get called. So it's like you're picking and choosing. Y'all need to see how Demont and Gibbs showed up this morning. And where's that at? Scotty Reno? Gibbs and Montgomery? Let me see if I can find that. Gibbs and Montgomery Thanksgiving. Let's see if it shows. See if I can find an image that shows up. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Let's see if they got something else here. Okay. We're gonna watch this on. Okay. I got this. Let's see if we can do this. We'll get this one instead. Pop it in there. Thank you for pointing that out. That's Sonic Knuckles, baby. That's right. That's Sonic and Knuckles. Let's replay that. They show up like Sonic and Knuckles with Sonic and Knuckles. Representing. You got to give it up. Sonic and Knuckles in the house. Thank you for pointing that out, Scotty Reno. That nugget brought to you by Scotty Reno. Sonic and Knuckles showing up true to the training facility. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, from John. We need to pray that our boys will play the best without injuries. I do it every game. And we ask that. Lord, we ask you that you cover all these players on the Lions team and the Bears team and all the teams that are playing here on Thanksgiving, that all of these players can go home healthy and spend the rest of their Thanksgiving with their families or in whatever way that they can do that. In Jesus' name, amen. That's a great idea, Harpozo. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was so good, Scott. Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic and Knuckles. CBS did a promo. Did they do a promo? Maybe we can find it on YouTube. Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic and Knuckles, man. It doesn't sound like Tracy Morgan. Sonic and Knuckles. We showed up at the training facility. Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, the Thanksgiving Day. You wanted to see that, right? Oh, why not? Why not? You know, I'm doing requests. That's some good stuff.
Guys, enough with the Sonic and Knuckles stuff. Ja, stop leaving your rings all over the place. It's a facility hazard. Demo, stop smashing everything that you touch. You got any idea how much a blocking sled costs? And if y'all keep talking about Dr. Robotnik in film room, I'm gonna lose it. Guys, do you even hear me? Sonic and Knuckles. Come on, I need you on Thanksgiving.
Another Sonic and Knuckles dream?
Yeah.
That was great. I love it. I love it. Doing the requests. We're doing the requests, but here's the thing. It's like, I want to be confident. I want to be confident. And I am confident. But I am not, like, it's not lost on me that the Lions are trying to break a streak. They've lost like seven of these games in a row. And it's like, not to make any excuses or for whatever's going on, but the Lions have been winning games while overcoming like an obscene amount of injuries. Like, everybody wants to tell us on how weak the opponents are that we're playing, but our team's been decimated with injuries. And Khalif Raymond is headed to IR, but it's the 4-week variety. We should be able to get him back by the next Bears game. And Khalif Raymond is an undersold hero on this team, in my opinion. And this is a bigger loss than what I believe people would think. He returns punts. And last week, everybody was cringing, right? We get on and we cringe because we see Amon-Ra St. Brown out there receiving punts. And he's our $28 million a year wide receiver. And thank you. Thank you, Mr. Greenfield. I want to rock. We need them in beast mode. Amen. Yes. Did anyone notice the movie Venom had the Menon guy with the coat on? Maybe Dan Campbell is Venom at night. Yeah, you never know. You never know. But the guys that are on the Lions injury report, that is a little bit concerning to me. You know, Taylor Decker's not going to play. we got this final injury report. Decker, knee out. Carlton Davis, knee, thumb out. David Montgomery, questionable. Amon-Ra, questionable. It looks like Terrion Arnold's going to play. DJ Reader was sick. I don't know if he's going to play. So what do you think about that? I mean, well, definitely not playing at full strength. And here's something that I also think that is coming into play. I think that all these guys could probably play. But you got 3 games in 14 days. And I think that everybody knew that this was coming up, right? That it's the thing that Nick Wright dude, the guy that looks like the Hans Gruber guy. But he does bring up a point. You got in this 3-game stretch right here with the Colts, the Bears, and the Packers. The Packers next week. I mean, and then you get, somewhat of a mini bye after that because you get the Thursday game and then you get the 10 days off until the next one. But this is a brutal stretch. These 3 games, it isn't just about the Bears. It's about the Bears going into the Packers. And we're trying to get through the rest of the season too. So I think part of the James Houston release had to do with, actually good news, which is E-Man played snaps last week at cornerback. So out with Carlton Davis, you bring in E-Man, and he is a good cornerback. I mean, hopefully he can stay healthy. But we need him. We need him. We need consistency in that backfield, especially today. I feel a lot better having E-Man in there because the Bears have 3 really good wide receivers. So if Terrion is there, and you got a Meek Robertson and E-Man, I feel decent about that with Branch and Kirby behind them. Injury and the schedule are not in our favor. I'm glad that the Bears had an OT game last week. I mean, I don't think that has that much of an effect. You got to beat the team. You're going to beat the team. And honestly, it's like with the Bears, it's like they need to protect the football better because the Bears have forced 5 turnovers in the last 2 games, interceptions and fumbles and probably like 3 or 4 fumbles. So it's like, we got to protect the football. And I'm hoping we can establish the run game. Because if we can establish the run game, then that unlocks Goff. Because Goff's superpower requires some things to be good around him. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. It's like, I want an elite processor. I want somebody that, if I build a fortress around him, that he's going to make the best decisions. And I don't think there's a better quarterback in the league when it comes to that. When you make the conditions right for a guy like Jared Goff, he's like almost unstoppable. Unbelievable when you protect him. And that's complemented with a run game too. You have to force the Lions into ugly football. But the first thing that you have to do is stop an unbelievably talented run game. So, I mean, that's the key to me. I mean, if they establish the line of scrimmage, it's over. Because that's where the strength of our team is. And the Bears have historically, not just this year, not just last year, in both games last year, they established the line of scrimmage against our offensive line, which is our strength. So this could be a closer game, but I do believe that our offensive linemen remember that. I think our offensive linemen remember that loss last year, and our offensive linemen have the clutch gene, and we're gonna find out today. We're gonna find out today. But the Lions have that clutch gene, and I can take that statement of the Lions have the clutch gene. What is the clutch gene? Well, the clutch gene is the people that play well in the 1%. When you play well in the 1%, and what is the 1%? The 1% of plays, the peak plays, the high energy plays. There's 3 or 4 of them in every game that are like massive momentum swings. And the players that have the coolest, that have the heart rate is the most even keel are the ones that win those plays. And the rest of the stuff to me is just a bunch of dodge, duck, parry, thrust. Like that's what the rest of the game is like. But the play comes down to those clutch plays, that 1%, maybe 4, maybe 5 plays. It comes down to that big moment. It's a 4th and 1 you need this first down, you need this 3 yards, and then you're running out the clock. It's either that or you're going to give the ball back to Patrick Mahomes or give it back to Caleb Williams. It's like, who are you in those clutch moments? Because these are all professional football players. There's going to be an ebb and flow of the game. Every team can get something going against you. That's why shutouts are so rare, because all these players are so damn good. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Football Day. Food and football. There's a new F on Thanksgiving. It is. The new F on Thanksgiving. You got faith, family, football, and food. Faith, family, football, and food, because it's Thanksgiving. And happy Thanksgiving to you. If you can hear the words that are coming out of my mouth right now, happy Thanksgiving. God bless your family. God bless your health. God bless your endeavors. God bless the fact that you would be successful in the things that you work at. In Jesus' name, amen. It's the lock picks, week 13. Week 13, Lions versus Bears. What do you got for a final score? There we go. Harpozo's got 31-16. Detroit, Rock City, Lions.
You like that?
That fatigue will show up in the fourth quarter for the Bears. That's what I believe. Yeah, we wear teams out, don't we? Harpozo's loving that 4th F right there. Got, one time a year right there, you got the faith, family, football, and food. What is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? There's a good question for you. What is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Are you about the turkey? Are you about the turkey leg? Are you about the stovetop stuffing? Are you about the cranberry sauce? What is your jam? Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. I love that. I got my Frank the Tank jersey on right now. I don't know. I got to move it down a little bit. There you go. Number 7-7. It all starts up front. It all starts up front. Frank needs a bounce back game. He did not have a good game against the Indianapolis Colts. John says kielbasa. I like that.
You like that?
I do. I like that. Kielbasa. And all the kielbasa-ness. Do you think that there's any chance that the Miami Dolphins can go to Lambeau and get a victory? You know, I think the last few weeks that the Lions have been playing, especially when the people left them for dead after the Aiden Hutchinson injury. And it's something that Dan Campbell has preached since the beginning, which is they're going to have all of the players are going to play. Everybody that is on the team is going to contribute to the team, contribute to the season, and they need everybody. And they need everybody to show up. They found a way to win for a couple games while they were trying to figure out what the defensive line was going to look like. As Jimmy Hoffa is in here, and he says, "Go Pack, go. Happy Turkey Day." So what do you got there, Jimmy? What do you got for a final score? Your prediction for the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers tonight. We'll all be watching that game. We know how this is going to work. We already know. So you got this cool and interesting game. You know, the Lions are one of the most must-see. They're one of the most must-see teams that are out there. Lions versus Bears in the morning. And then you got the food cooking. It's starting to flow through the house. It's starting to smell good. Your favorite stuff the kielbasa is starting to smell good. And then the food will be done right at about 4:30 when you don't want to really watch that game. Nobody gives a shit about the Giants versus the Cowboys. They say it's America's team, but it's going to be America's time to eat their Thanksgiving dinner and not pay attention to the worst game right in the middle. Nobody wants to watch you, Jerry Jones. Nobody wants to watch the dumpster fire of the New York Giants team. I mean, who are you without Saquon Barkley? I mean, who cuts their starting quarterback in the middle of the season and then promotes their third string to starter? Unbelievable. So nobody wants to watch that game. That's a great time to eat your Thanksgiving Day dinner. Get all nice and full. You can visit in the family. Tell some bad jokes right about that time. The food comatose will sit in. You'll be ready for that Dolphins versus the Packers game. And that one you actually want to watch. At least Lion fans do. We want to see if there's any chance that the Fins could upset the Packers in Lambeau Field. Can they get that explosive offense moving? The Thanksgiving slate is set up just like that. You get a break game right in the middle with the Giants Cowboys. Eat your Thanksgiving dinner. Nobody gives a shit about that game either. It's okay.
We're going to bite a kneecap off.
I don't know if I'm into turkey kneecaps myself, but what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? But happy Thanksgiving to those that are watching right now. And it's a little bit of bonus coverage today. We're heading right up to the game time. Game time at 12:30. 12:30 game time. So this is the Lion Villain Report. You can join me Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. And this episode is brought to you by Full Circle Realty, agent Dana Robinson. If you're buying or selling a home anywhere in the state of Michigan, call Dana today. If you want someone who works for you, if you want someone who will never give up, Dana Robinson should be your realtor. Call Dana today at Full Circle Realty, 810-422-3328. That's 810-422-3328. And she can't wait to get working for you. Because this is the Week 13 lock picks, and we have them locked in. I took the Philadelphia Eagles in the 3 points against the Baltimore Ravens as my lock pick of the week. What was your lock pick of the week? Do you think that there's a chance that the Bears come into Ford Field and upset the Lions? It doesn't look like it from the comments. But it's good to see you in here, Jimmy Hoffa. I don't care. You can be a Packer fan and be in here. There's a Packer game tonight. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Frank the Tank, I love I love it. We got to get the Lions. Says, no, I think that Miami isn't ready for the frozen tundra. And I agree. It's just this damn division, man. It's like we got these Packers and these Vikings just sitting in our rear view mirror, and they won't go away because their car's pretty fast too. So we just got to keep the pedal to the metal. We got to keep the pedal to the metal. I mean, we might have to win 14 games to win this division. Think about that. That's crazy. We might have to go 14-3 to win this division because the team behind us might be 13-4. It's crazy to me because it's going to be hard to sweep the Vikings. It's going to be hard to sweep the Packers.
You've had enough of that shit.
Nobody likes getting beat twice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't. You don't want to get beat twice. You don't want to get swept. You got to live with that humiliation. But this is what I think the Lions can do right there. That's right, brother. What you gonna do when the Detroit Lions run wild on you? Hulk Hogan's out. That's right. Jahmyr Gibbs, Sonic and Knuckles. That'll make me feel a lot better. I don't want Jared Goff back there throwing passes against this Bears defense. Not if he doesn't have to. Let Sonic and Knuckles get in there. You establish Sonic and Knuckles, and then you can get the thunder. And then you can get the lightning with the thunder. You get the lightning. You get Jamison Williams. You establish that running game, they're going to have to sneak up them safeties. And when they try to get them in the box to take care of it, and then you take your shot. Then you take your shot. So I don't want to undersell this thing. And I took the Lions in the 9.5. I think they are going to win the game by 10 points or more. You know, but I do think the Bears are good enough to stay at halftime. I don't think that we're going to be looking at some big, huge blowout. I think we're going to be looking at a good football game. And I think the Lions will slowly but surely pull away. I think it'll look a lot like the Indianapolis Colts game. Elise, I love your work. I love it. The waking up Thanksgiving ready to smoke some turkey and some bears. Look at that. Is that Undertaker in there? I might have to use that one on the wrestling page too. I got to give you access to my wrestling page. I bet you'd come up with some good wrestling stuff too. You let me know, girl. That's awesome. Good morning to you all. And happy Thanksgiving to you. Sonic. I love this picture right here with Sonic because he's about ready to score this touchdown. And you can see Penei Sewell in the background. Well, he already knows. He already knows about that. He can see it. He knows that 33 is done. You are finished, my friend. It was already over before it started. There it is. Oh, man. All grit, baby. Lion Villain Report. I'm your host, Russell Wayne. If you're watching right now and you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. That helps our algorithm. If you like football content, that's what we've been doing here. The 313 villain got dressed up. How you doing? I got dressed up for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving in the 313. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And this is all stuff from the page. Jameson Williams earning trust. No block, no rock. He went through that last year. He did not get the targets that he's getting this year. They're giving him a real chance this year. Last year, he was out there in blocking situations. He might have gotten 4 targets a game. Is all he averaged. But he's averaging 20 yards a catch, almost 21 yards a reception. He's Jameson Williams. He's earned that trust. He's shown that he's willing to become a blocker for the running backs out into space. Earning that trust. That's a bona fide wide receiver one combo right there. And guess what? Tim Patrick ain't too shabby either. Let's talk about it. Tim Patrick's out there. He's balling too. As a number 3 wide receiver. I did make let me see if I got these. I did. I got myself a Tim Patrick reel. Just for you. I'm an old school metalhead right there. Actually, this is the drive where they bully into the end zone. The number 1. I'll see you later. I don't know if you're into heavy music, but I'm into heavy music right there, right there. That one gets me charged up right there. Where he steps right over him. That came. Hey, Broski Bear. Good to see you, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Are you ready to watch this Bears victory? I love your confidence out of nowhere. What makes you think that the Bears could get this done? Because they did it last year when Justin Fields was your quarterback? But happy Thanksgiving to you anyway. I was just talking about, if you were watching the program, then you know that I am not taking your team lightly. As a matter of fact, it comes down to where this is what I want to see. Last year, in both games, the Bears' defensive line dominated the Lions' offensive line. And that kind of puts you into a trick box when that happens, especially when you depend on your dominant offensive line to be dominant. And now that we had found out that we're going to be without Taylor Decker, it may be even harder to establish dominance. But when the Lions offensive line hasn't been dominant, these two spectacular running backs have picked them up and have been able to overcome anything. They pick each other up. But I'm not taking the Bears lightly. I just think that we can wear you out. I think our team's built to wear teams out. That's our strength. We're never out of games. We're a very hard team to put away. Tim Patrick has that Lions grit. You know, that was something that at the beginning of the season that Broski and I debated. You know, who's going to be that number 3? You need another pass catcher. And it was true. You know, who's going to be that other pass rusher? And I think that we found a couple of those guys throughout the year. And when Aiden Hutchinson went out, you got to have another bun in the oven. You know, no matter what. I mean, I know that they're going to pay Aiden Hutchinson, but past that, you have to have buns in the oven. You have to have guys that are progressing and developing. And Josh Pascal was that guy. That was somebody I brought up at the beginning of the season. And it's somebody who's turned into a very, very good edge setter as he's broke out over the last couple of weeks off of just being given an opportunity. It's not like he couldn't have done those things. I honestly believe that all he needed was the opportunities. You know, you go from 25 snaps a game to 50 snaps a game. You know, you find out what you're made of. And he really stepped up to the plate. And now you have a terrifying defensive line, especially in the starting with Zadarius Smith, Josh Pascal, Aleem McNeil, and DJ Reader. You know, with Levi Onwuzurike coming in relief, Mekhi Wingo. These guys have all progressed. You know, I mean, they've had really, really good games the last couple of weeks. Some phenomenal games. So that's what I think about. I think it's going to be long. I think it'll be a good game at halftime, maybe even going into the fourth quarter. But I do think the Lions will pull away in this game. But you know, Caleb Williams looked good in the last couple games. We'll have to see We'll have to see. I think that the bigger story is, what is the interior of your offensive line going to do? Because I know that you guys in the coaching room, they're definitely looking at it. They were definitely looking at it. And that's it, Patrick. To me, I mean, what can you do with the line? It's like he's such an X factor. He's such an X factor when it comes to trying to defend, right? You're going to spend resources going after Jamison Williams. You're going to spend resources stopping Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta in the middle. You're going to spend resources trying to keep Sonic and Knuckles out. And it's like, I bet you Tim Patrick was licking his chops. He was licking his chops to come play for the Lions just because of opportunity. What happens when you use all of your resources to try to stop everybody else? You got a giant 6'5" wide receiver that weighs 230 pounds running across the middle of the field wide open. I mean, are you kidding me? Oh, you just need this wide open guy running across the middle. You're using your resources. You're using your resources trying to stop everybody else. So that's why it's so dangerous. A guy like Tim Patrick. Because you've used the resources. You've used the resources to stop the other players. And now you got a guy like Tim Patrick running wide open over the middle. That's why the Lions are so dangerous. And Ben Johnson's smart enough to figure it out too. That's the way that it usually looks. Even if teams come out and they're able to stop the offense for a few series, it's almost like he's like, okay, I see how you're trying to stop it. Okay, if you're trying to stop us like this, then we can just do this. And then by the second, third quarter, they're able to move the ball. Because of that. You got too many playmakers. If you got an offensive line that's like a fortress, you got an offensive line that's one of the best run blocking units, especially on the right side. Holy crap. Ragnow, Zeitler, and Sewell. On that right side, as long as you got that right side, you can make stuff happen. You can win there. And the thing is when you have a good offensive line, it covers up a lot of other things. You know, it makes your plays work. It's almost like having a cheat code. You know, having that great offensive line makes it almost like you're playing Madden, but you're playing it on pro instead of all pro. And you're able to get these matchups to work, and all your guys catch the ball, and you're able to run and get 12-yard chunks. It almost doesn't seem fair. I love the offense in that way. Tim Patrick has that Lions grit. I'm trying to be here about as long as you guys want to be here. And I know everybody's getting ready for Thanksgiving, so I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get ready for this football game. I got to move my TV. I got to move my TV from my bedroom out to the front room so I can get ready for the Lions game. But this is the Lion Villain Report, brought to you by Full Circle Real Estate Group with Dana Robinson. You should make her your realtor on this bonus coverage. Villain Report, 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday. We'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll be back tomorrow morning talking about this win. Or will we be talking about this defeat? We won't know, but that's all right. Broadcasting live into the Villain Squad Facebook page. Why have billions when you can have thousands? Trying to hit 60,000 before this weekend. Go over, follow the page. Thank you to Joe Stepp over at Detroit Lions News Podcast and JC Sports, and your Twitter page for allowing us to broadcast into there. If you want to partner with the villain, you want to be guilty by association, like our real estate partner at Full Circle Realty, get a hold of Mike 810-620-2167. Faith, family, then football. In that order. And food. On Thanksgiving it is. Faith, family, and then football. We use football. Spend time with our family and make memories. We don't let football use us. So thank you everybody for watching. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord shine his face upon you until we meet again. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you for watching, everybody. God bless you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Talk to you soon.
Hey, yo, the lies so that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, hands open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like license sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes win. Focus on the mental, never lose like smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. Choose when I get to, never lose smooth on the move, but it's simple. Never give up and we winning it, maybe. We just keep winning, we conquering daily. Envision and pay me, it's never the sway me. Indigenous, maybe we winning, it's crazy. Your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. It's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. It's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. It's your opportunity.